everyone, Staci here with the Bargain Bandit. Today is episode number 25, and today's date is November 27th, 2012. Yay! I have a couple of things, a couple of house cleaning issues to go over first before I get into the good stuff. But I do have some good stuff to show you. I had quite a few sales, so I picked a few items that I thought would illustrate one point or another, as I am off to do in illustrating points. I have my top 3 picks, and then from this past weekend from my thrift store haul, and then I am shouting out to a fellow YouTuber. So stay tuned for all of that. But first, I have 2 things I need to go over. First is the contest, and I'm going to put a link to right here, and you can go ahead and click on this link now. Click it, and it'll pause this video, which I may already be paused if you did that, but if you're back, welcome back, and it'll take you to the new video. You can go pause that video then, and then come back and finish watching this, or watch the contest video before coming back, whatever. But anyway, be sure to check out the contest video and go enter. It's a really simple entry. You just say, hey, I want to win. On November 30th, the contest closes. On December 1st, I will be drawing 2 winners, so be sure to get in the contest right away. The second thing is actually a question, and it was a question given to us on the Gal Picker Show. Every day at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, I do the Gal Picker Show with Tracy, who's the Highland Picker, and that's on a different channel called the Gal Picker Show. The channel is the Gal Picker Show. And I'll put a link. Hey, right there. There's a link. So you can go check out the Gal Picker Show channel. Anyway, so the question came from Michael Capacey. Sorry if I'm mangling your name. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I want to talk about what I'm showing you when I'm showing you what I'm showing you. He said, like your show, I've recently started thrifting and selling on eBay and need all the help I can get. I notice your figures do not include other costs like shipping and packing materials. I am finding it difficult to make a true profit after all these costs. I think the USPS is doing well off of me. Any suggestions? Okay, so the reason why I'm bringing this comment up now is because in this video, I show you my true profit after shipping, after eBay fees, and after PayPal fees. Packing materials are more like overhead costs, so like they would come out of the total profit that I would make throughout the year. Like this week, I just went out and spent $130 on packing materials, but I got a crap ton of stuff. I got 5 different size, six different size boxes, 25 count of each of those 6 boxes. That's a lot of boxes. I got a huge bag of peanuts, almost tall as me, and then I got 2 ginormous things of the bubble wrap. I got the 125 feet by 2 feet tall, so it's like this tall, and it's like huge, and that stuff the bubble wrap will probably last me to like this time next year. The peanuts will last me 6 months. That's what I usually find out the peanuts are lasting me for. And then the boxes all vary. I bought some different sizes this time because I'm trying to keep my packing materials light. Like you want to fit your item into as close to as small a box as you can because that'll keep your weight down for your items. And the cheaper you can ship an item for, the more likely somebody is to buy it from you. So, or if you're doing free shipping, the more money you can pocket. So, I definitely do buy a lot of boxes in various sizes. I probably have, from the smallest I have is a 6 by 6 by 4, up to 6 by 6 by 6 on up, all the way up to like my 25 by 15 by 5s for my giant board games. And then I even have like one humongous one that would be for like picture frames and that sort of thing. But I don't buy those very often. I have one left. It was like a 2-pack, so I bought one. And so that said, I spent $130, but it's the first time in 5 months that I've gone back to the store and spent that kind of money. And so those shipping supplies last me a really long time, and I expect that these are going to do the same thing. There are some boxes that I do go back and buy, $10, $15 worth of boxes because I use that size very commonly, but most of the time, the boxes last me forever. I have lots of sizes. And so that's one of the things I do is I really try and fit the item as close to possible to the size of the box. I take my measuring tape. Okay, that's like about 12 inches by 10 inches. That'll fit in my 12 by 12 by 4, So that's what I do. So that is the first thing. The second thing that I wanted to address as part of this question is kind of like addressing what I do when I'm showing you my figures, my profit, when I do my little cha-ching thingy at the end. And what I do is I'm showing you what my net profit is after my shipping costs, and I mark included shipping if it has, like, if it was a free shipping item. So it was like, this is the price of the item, but it included shipping. So after I take out shipping, after I take out PayPal fees, and after I take out eBay fees, that is the figure that I actually have come up with as my actual profit after the price of the item is deducted as well. If I'm, not including shipping, that's a separate charge. I'm not including that in the figures because the person paid for the shipping. So that's not getting included. So that'll give you an idea of what you're actually looking at here in my figures is real profit off of each item that I'm selling. And it really adds up. If you can sell several items a day, it adds up pretty quick. So I hope that this video will help you understand what kind of profit you can make off of what kind of items. And my items being the specialized items that I do. So that is my house cleaning. I think I'm done with that. Did I talk long enough? I know this video is going to be pretty long because of my intro, but let's get right on into the good stuff. Then let me show you 6 items that I have recently sold on eBay for profit, and then we'll do my top 3, and then we'll do my shout out, and then I'll say bye-bye, like and subscribe. So let's get on with it. So first up is an item I would normally bypass, but I recently discovered that Brent from O Unit Productions, hi Brent, doesn't pick these up. He passes them by, and he has a great thrift store where he can buy board games for 99 cents, which blows my mind. I wish my thrift stores were that. But anyway, so this item is Scrabble tiles, and I know everybody's like, oh, I already know about Scrabble tiles, but I'm still going to talk about them. Pick up the Scrabble games, because in the Scrabble games you can take the Scrabble tiles and you can piece those out. You can take the Scrabble pews and piece those out. You can even take the Scrabble boards and piece those out. These are all items that will sell. Crafters love these things. The tiles are the most valuable thing. On average, you're going to get about $10 per 100 tiles. It varies depending on how many people are selling tiles at any given time. If you want to be patient and not turn them over quick, you can probably get $10 exactly for every 100. If you want to turn them over quicker, you're going to probably take a little bit less. And that's kind of what I did with these. I had them listed for $49.99 with free shipping, and it was 500 tiles. And what I did is I did a little search because I was like, why haven't these sold yet? It's been like 10 days because Scrabble tiles are quick sells. And I saw that somebody else had their tiles listed at like $45 for about 500 tiles. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to list mine at $44.95. And within like 2 days, they sold. So Scrabble tiles are easy, quick sells, easy, quick storage, and they're light to ship. So like even though I included shipping on that, the shipping charge was very small because it fits in a small box. You can do the flat rate box if you wanted to go that route. The regional A box would work just fine with that as well. But I actually got it even lighter. Like I was able to, I didn't pay much at all to ship these. I paid less than I would have paid for a regional A box. So Scrabble tiles are a great pickup. Now I did pay a lot of money for the tiles themselves, so I probably cut my profit but I knew that they were a quick, easy sell. So I'm just like, well, if they want $2, I'll pay $2. Or one person wanted $4.50 for a bag of tiles that had like about 200 usable tiles in it. It turned out there was about 100 non-usable tiles that were stained and crappy, so I just threw those away. But there were about 200 good ones in there. So I overpaid a little bit, but I still made really good profit on Scrabble tiles. They're easy, so pick those up. I've sold one latch kit and one cross stitch kit, and the cross stitch kit was an easier sell than the latch hook kit, but the latch hook kits still sell, and if you can get them for cheap enough, you can make profit on them, especially the big rug sized ones. Don't really spend a lot or pop on the smaller ones. I haven't been able to sell my small one yet, but both of my big rug sized latch hook kits sold. And I paid $2 a piece for the latch hook kits, even for the small one. I didn't know anything about them when I bought them. I was just like, well, cross stitch kits sell according to Heather from the Paper Castle. So if that's true, then maybe maybe latch hook kits will sell too. And when they said $2 a piece, I'm like, sure, why not? Let me try them out. And they do sell, but if I had seen the different sizes, like I know a lot more now than I did then. If I'd seen the different sizes, I would have been like, well, this one's smaller. I only pay $1 for it or something like that. But anyway, so that is, so yeah, it was the God Bless America Electro kit that I thought would be a super popular one. But it turns out Victorian Roses was more popular. That one sold pretty quick and for a little bit more money, this one. But still, I made good money on it. This next item was up for less than a month before it sold. Always happy when one of my fixed price items sell quick. And this it was a German game called Quips, and it had these colored pictures with little like holes sort of in them where like little pegs can go, and then the little wooden pegs, you just put them on there. It's supposed to teach colors in German colors. I'm not really sure how that works, why it's specifically a German game. I'm sure it teaches colors in any language, but it was kind of a neat game. I didn't know anything about it, and so I didn't know that it would sell quickly, and it did sell quickly. I love unusual things, and I will always buy a game I've never heard of. Always. If I've never heard of it, I'm buying that game. At this point, there's not a whole lot of games I haven't heard of, but obviously foreign games, completely foreign to me. Never heard of a game called Quips, and I'm pretty excited that it sold, and it was one of those items where I had free shipping on it. Free shipping. So I have mixed feelings about free shipping. If you put free shipping on an item and it sells to somebody in Maine, and it costs $3 more to ship to Maine than it costs to ship to, say, Kentucky, you're sort of losing money on that. But if you overcharge, for that, only people in Maine are going to buy it. Like if you're thinking, okay, it's $13 to ship to somebody in Maine and $10 to Kentucky, I'm going to add $13 to my price, my base price instead of 10, then the people in Kentucky are less likely to buy it from you, and all the regions around you. And you have more regions close to you than you do far away from you. So I do tend to price things based on a median distance, like from Texas to Michigan. And so if somebody in Maine does buy an item, I will not be making as much money on that item when I'm doing free shipping. And that's why free shipping is a mixed bag. If it's a really popular item or a difficult to sell item, I tend to do free shipping. If it's neither of those things, I will make the buyer pay shipping. And in this one, I didn't know much about it, so I decided to throw free shipping on it, and it sold. I did pay a little bit more for shipping because it did go to somebody a little further away, but I still made profit. These next three items are an illustration and an experiment that I did this past week. I decided Sunday before last that I was going to do everything that I had gotten the weekend before in my picks as auctions. I was going to throw everything up as an auction first and see how many things would sell. And it took me 4 or 5 days to get everything listed, so I still have auctions going on over the next couple of days. But the first day, Sunday, I listed about 20 items. 2 sold. The rest of them I ended up relisting as fixed price. Last night, Monday night, I had 6 items up, 2 sold at auction. Relisted things. Tonight I've got about 4 items up. 1 is definitely selling. The rest, who knows? We'll see. And I've still got another item selling later this week that I had put up too. So I mean, the experiment is still ongoing. But Sunday was really telling to me that 2 items out of 20 items sold at auction. What it's telling me is that a lot of the items I pick up are better to list as fixed price. Now it's confusing because when should you list as fixed price and when should you list as auction? Well, I kind of am getting a feel for it slowly, and I have a feeling if it's electronic, you should list it at auction. If it is extremely rare and very popular, like that manhole game, you should list it at auction. If it is a Ralph Lauren shirt, you should list it at auction. That's the knowledge I have right now for you on that. Other than that, I really have no freaking clue. The 3 things, or the two of the next 3 things I'm going to show you sold at auction. One had a bid on it right away. When I put it up, I had no idea what the demand on it would be, so I was pretty excited when I got the one bid on it right away, and then nobody else bid on it. That's the price it went for. When I do list things at auction, I probably do shoot myself in the foot a little bit too on getting numbers of bids because I start the price out at the price I want. Like, that's the price I would list it at a fixed price. Probably not the best way to run auctions, but I'm a little fearful of listing an item for too low and then, not making any money on it. So what I do is I list items at a price that I will be happy with. And maybe that's why I'm not getting a lot of bids. Maybe that's why I'm only getting one bid on things. The only item that I've gotten multiple bids on is the Ralph Lauren shirt. Go figure. So if I had listed that at fixed price, I would have lost money. All these other items, if I had listed them at fixed price and the person who bought them likes buying fixed price, which is a question mark in my head because I know a lot of people only like doing auctions, a lot of people only like doing fixed price. I'm trying to hit both. But overall, I think it was a failed experiment. I think just going with fixed price for me, unless it fits certain criteria, is probably the best. But I will still, I don't know. Like, I'm still thinking about it. If you've got any comments on when to do auction, when to do fixed price, leave them down below. I'd love to hear from you. So the first item was the pair of redneck wine glasses. And like I said, a bid right away on it. And they're neat. They are mason jars on the tops, and then it has a wine stem. And it's a pretty thick wine stem, pretty quality product. I guess it was from an infomercial originally. So neat item, sold at auction on Sunday night. Also selling at auction on Sunday night was my McSteamy coffee mug. And originally I was thinking I wasn't going to be able to sell this mug. McSteamy, poor guy, is dead. It's from Grey's Anatomy. It was really sad and tragic. I cried. And I'm a big Grey's Anatomy fan, and I definitely cried, bawled my eyes out. But I didn't think it would be worth much at all. And then Anna from Annabella's Gift Shop told me, no, the TV mugs, no matter what, are worth money. So I put it up, and I did okay on it. I did the opposite of what I normally do, which is I usually started out at the price. I would start it out at a fixed price. And in this case, I'm like, well, let me try and get some bids going. So I started out a little lower, and that's the price it sold at. If I had put this up at fixed price, it probably would have sold at fixed price too. That is my feeling on this. So selling it at auction probably did not help anything, and in fact hurt things because I think I made less money at it. I think mugs in general, I'm just going to do as fixed price in the future. The last item I'm going to talk about is something that I'm going to explain two things about. First, I shipped it differently than I normally ship it, thanks to eBay's new service. And two, it's something that I had listed at auction, didn't sell, relisted it, and immediately sold at fixed price. So, confuses me a little bit. I relisted it at the same price and everything, so it wasn't like, oh, let me lower the price. No. I relisted the fixed price stuff at the same price that I was listing it at auction, and in a couple cases a little bit more. And in this one, it sold. This was the Game of Life Twists and Turns. It was the electronic version of Life. Neat game, super neat. I like all these electronic versions of things. I like where they're going with a lot of these games. They even have these new ones where they give you game parts that interact with like your iPad, which is really neat. So the Game of Life Twists and Turns sold last night. It closed last night. I relisted it. It sold last night. So it was super quick. The Game of Life Twists and Turns, it sold. I included free shipping, but it's a pretty pricey game too. I mean, I did have a high price tag on it. I made good money on this one. I didn't even pay much for it too, which is always great. But so two things. One, I listed it at auction, didn't sell, relisted it, sold right away on fixed price. So board games, I don't think I'm ever going to list at auction. I think every board game I have, which is my specialty, which is going to be most of my listings, I'm just going to do fixed price because I am not seeing any advantage at all to listing board games as at auction. If they sell with only one or two bids. It's not advantageous to me. Plus, if I had listed this at fixed price a week ago, would it have sold a week ago? Maybe. So I'm also holding on to inventory for a week longer than I need to do if I'm doing things at auction. The second thing is, This is the first time I have used the FedEx service, and I actually used it on two items today. I used it on a Mall Madness game that I've had for like since August, and it finally sold today. Which is it's a great Christmas gift. So I was expecting some of the games to sell closer to Christmas, but uh, basically, when you hit that £4 mark on a game or on any item, FedEx actually becomes cheaper than Parcel Post, which is crazy. uh, it's kind of weird how it all works. I have the top seller discount now, so I get a little bit of a discount on shipping, and at £2, it's cheaper to ship something priority mail than it is to ship at Parcel Post. At £3, they're about the same, so I tend to send it priority mail because it's really close. I think priority mail might be like 20 cents more. So I usually, still ship it. At £4, priority mail is about $2 more than Parcel Post. But FedEx is actually cheaper than Parcel Post, not by much, 50 cents or so, but it's a little bit. So I decided I was going to check out this FedEx service. It's a home service that they have. And so I shipped these two items. We'll see how long it takes to get to them, and if the people are happy when they receive the items with the service with FedEx. It's my experiment with FedEx. I have not shipped anything with FedEx, I don't think, in my life. It's either UPS or USPS is normally the way I goes. What I don't like about FedEx is they don't have a pickup service. I have to take it to this place that I hate. It's a postal company, and I hate it. I hate going there. I hate their attitude when I'm dropping things off. I stopped going there for anything, and now that's where I have to take FedEx packages. I'm gonna do a lot more research and see if I can't get a FedEx pickup somehow. Maybe if I'm shipping, but no, I think they only do pickups if you're shipping with the expensive services. If you're shipping the home services, they don't do a pickup, I don't think. So if you know more about FedEx, if you are a lover of FedEx and have a lot of details on them, go ahead and leave me some details. I'd love to hear more of your experiences with FedEx because it is a new service. They have partnered with eBay. You do get a discount off their prices if you ship FedEx, and at £4, it actually becomes cheaper to ship FedEx than it does USPS. So it's one of those things to keep an eye on. And a lot of my board games, they hit that £4 mark pretty quick. So the Game of Life sold. I shipped it FedEx, and it sold at fixed price instead of auction, even though I had it up for auction. And there you go. Details. So this past weekend, it was Black Friday, it was Thanksgiving. There wasn't a whole lot of sales going on in our area, no estate sales whatsoever. I hit the thrift stores on Friday and did not have great Black Friday sales like other people had great Black Friday sales. Some people had some really great Black Friday sales at their Goodwills and thrift stores. I was not one of those people. But I did manage to find a few things that I really did like at the thrift stores. And so the first thing I found was this Super Bowl 37, Sunday, January 26, 2003, in San Diego, California, beer mug. And it's glass. It's a nice looking mug. The glass looks great. I cleaned it up real good. And then it's got like this little metal placard on it. And it was only $1. Like normally beer mugs and beer steins at thrift stores, they want like $6 for them. They must not have realized what they had here when they only put $1 on it, because this is definitely worth a lot more than $1. Because it's got both sports and beer. Sports and beer. Two of the best sellers out there, let me tell you. If you can combine sports and beer, you can make some money. So that is one of my favorite things. Another favorite thing I got was this thing here. Sorry. Like the shirt? It is from a game I worked on called A Tale in the Desert. And it's this like little game where all you do is craft all day. And it had a political system no one ever used. It was awesome though. I love this game. And it's still around if you want to play it. I worked on that for a while. So the next item that I picked up is this here. And this is a DuckTales by John Barron, dated 1985 mug. And it's interesting. It says Tall, Duck, and Handsome on it. It's got the little copyright 1984 John Barron. Just like a little different. I don't actually know the value. I haven't looked up the value of these things yet. Nice yellow inside, great condition, clean. Even the bottom looks pretty good. A lot of times you'll get like a lot of shelfware, and this one doesn't have as much shelfware as other mugs that I've picked up do. You know, no chips, no cracks, really good condition, pretty coffee, collectible coffee mug. And then the third thing I'm going to show you is actually three things that I picked up at three different thrift stores. I got this here. It's a Snoopy Wilton pan, good condition. And then I got this here. It's a Darth Vader Wilton pan, fairly good condition. This one's got a few condition issues, but it's Darth Vader. And then the third one's actually my favorite because it took me a minute to figure out what the hell I was looking at. And that's what it is. It's a stork carrying a pouch of baby. So this would be a great cake for, like, you know, a baby shower or something, a little stork. Wilton pan. So I bought 3 Wilton pans. I paid $3 for 2 of them, $2 for one of them. I think the stork one is actually the one I paid $2 for. They're actually all older. This one's from 1983. The Darth Vader one is from 1980. And the Snoopy one is from 19... Wow. Really? Looks like 1965. Really? That's hard to believe. It's in fantastic condition for 1965. And I can see it's like slightly thicker, I think, than the other ones are. Kind of neat. So they're vintage Wilton pans, which, you know, is kind of interesting. I don't really know what they're going to be worth yet. I may try and just sell them as a lot. I've got a couple other Wilton pans that I haven't sold yet. I have sold some Wilton pans. Subject material makes a big difference, obviously, with Wilton pans, but we'll see. I haven't done any research on them yet, but I'm expecting to make profit on those, obviously. So that is my top 3 favorite picks from the past weekend. And it's time for the shout out. And the shout out this week is to Annabella's Gift Shop. Click. Annabella's Gift Shop, she talks about a lot of different things. She mainly does haul videos, and she also does some educational videos where she talks about different topics that people are confused about or maybe have a question on, and imparts her wisdom and does a lot of helping out with people who are especially new to the eBay venture. And she's also done some things with Amazon as well. And she does haul videos, you know, from all different kinds of places. She even recently went to a gift shop closing and picked up a whole bunch of stuff, and she's showing how she can sell that stuff on Amazon because it's brand new and gifty type items and how well they sell and stuff. So she is neat. She also, I think, does some sales update videos too. I'm pretty sure. I watch a lot of people on YouTube, so, you know, but Annabella is fantastic. She is definitely one of my favorite people to watch. I'm always excited when I see her name pop up in the in my feed. So go check out Annabella, again, right here. Go check her out. Yeah. So, great videos, great information, imparts a lot of wisdom. Especially if you're new to the whole reselling thing, definitely check her out because she's great for new people. And that is my shout out. So thank you everyone for watching my show this week. I know it went really long, and I don't apologize. I don't apologize for that. You know, I had a couple of things I needed to talk about at the beginning, and then at the middle, and then the end. You know, I'm a blabbermouth, sue me. And so I really hope that you found this video entertaining. And if you did, please like my video. And please subscribe to my channel. And please watch me with the Gal Picker Show with Tracy. First out with Tracy and Staci at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday on the Gal Picker Show. Again, link. And thank you everyone for watching. Please leave me comments. Please leave me questions. I will try and address questions either in the Gal Picker Show or here if I can manage to fit it in, and or I will respond to your questions directly in the comments. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all of my viewers. We're really getting up there. We're over 170 subscribers, so that's exciting. So thank you, everyone, and I will see you next week or tomorrow morning. If you tune in live for our show, ask questions. Bye.